Jon Rahm feels betrayed by the PGA LIV golf merger, and he's not the only one. The PGA Tour has been locked in a never-ending battle with LIV Golf for over a year, and things haven't exactly been friendly. Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan has made his hatred for the league clear as well, but that's exactly why golfers like Rahm are mad. Sit back and watch as we look at Rahm's thoughts on the merger. The PGA LIV golf merger has shocked many, and not everyone is happy about it. Jay has gone back on everything he said over the past 2 years, whether that's his vow to never sit down with LIV for peace talks, or the way he ranted about Saudi money coming in and ruining the sport. He's backstabbed everyone who stood up and fought for him in the tour, which is why Rahm has lost faith in his leadership. The Spaniard found out about the news of this merger and was obviously shocked because no one caught a whiff of Jay's dealings behind the scenes. Jon says that he wants to have faith in the leadership, but that's just not possible with the way things are going. Rahm also admits that it's not easy as a player to wake up and see a bombshell like this, because you lose trust in the tour that you've worked so hard for. The truth is, the whole merger situation is messy, and people are angry. Johnson Wagner claims that some members were openly calling for Jay's resignation during the tour player meeting. Golfers delivered some rousing speeches, and some of them received standing ovations as well. One of the most affected was Rory McIlroy, who has been one of the Saudi League's harshest critics, and has been slamming them for well over 2 years. Rory felt like a sacrificial lamb, because while he was fighting the tour's battles, they were co-opting a deal behind his back. Having said that, Rory understands Jay's point of view as well, because it's not like the tour had much of a choice. You see, fighting the Saudi Public Investment Fund is nearly impossible, which is worth around $600 billion. The tour, on the other hand, has been burdened by legal fees and increased purses, and has already spent a total of $150 million on these. They could have either continued fighting and losing money, or used some of the $600 billion for their benefit. Being a PIF ally was clearly the better option here. Jon Rahm appears to agree as well. Sure, there are a lot of unknowns surrounding the transaction right now. However, the Spaniard has not given up hope on the tour. He says that, to an extent, Jay and his team do value player opinions. Take the issue of prize purses, for example. When compared to the rest of the competition, the PGA was falling behind on its payments. As a result, after consulting with the members, they devised designated events with no cuts and increased prize money. And it is something Jon is relying on as well. Rahm believes that given the current state of affairs, even management has no idea what's going on, and we have to wait and see what happens over the next few months. However, while he is comfortable with that level of uncertainty and is willing to give Monahan the benefit of the doubt, other members of the PGA Tour are not. For instance, Dylan Wu is enraged that Jay is being promoted to CEO of World Golf despite his poor management. He believes that, in an ideal world, for betraying their players, people like Jay would be held accountable and kicked off the tour. However, he did admit that, at the end of the day, money talks, so there's no point in complaining so much. Tom Gillis expressed similar sentiments because, for him, Jay completely missed the mark in terms of how this should have been handled. He believes the PGA Commissioner should have held a players' meeting before making the decision, and should have listened to their complaints. For many people, the main issue is that they spent 2 years ranting about LIV Golf. They did not accept the lucrative contracts from the Saudi League, and they did it all to show their support for the tour. And what did they get in return? Nothing. Golf is in a weird place right now. Even Jon Rahm is unsure of what will happen next. He's been one of the best players in the league in recent years and even won the Masters in 2023, so he is definitely a valuable asset to the PGA Tour. But here's the thing, he's unsure of what he wants to do next. There's too much going on right now, and golfers are questioning whether it's even worth pledging their loyalty to the tour, because if Jay has pulled this stunt now, he could do something similar again too. But Jon's not panicking yet. He says that whether he agrees with this new direction or not, he's still thankful to the PGA Tour. They've given him the platform to play golf at the highest level. He understands why Jay had to keep things under wraps too, because we all saw just how crazy the media got when the news did eventually break. So Jon's not ready to be a hater. That's it for this video.